Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Alex Thomas here, back with another video for you guys. Today I'm going to do the Born to Be Rad channel, the Rad Pack podcast. They're doing another challenge, another physical media challenge, the Rad 9 movies that scared you. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the challenge because I love doing these physical media challenges when I get the opportunity to do it. And I'm not even gonna lie, this was hard, but not hard at the same time. Some of these picks and stuff you're going to see in this video are basically typical, releases that movies that you most likely will see in other people's videos. But I basically went back into my memory back and remember when I first saw these films. So that's basically what I'm going off of when I first saw them for the very first time, and how I felt when I watched them. So that's why I'm picked this certain number of movies. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed more videos like this, please hit that like button, please subscribe for more. And let's get into this video, you guys. Let's get it. Let's go. You guys, the first movie that I picked, and it's funny because it's a double feature, but I'm only picking one of these movies. And I'm going to pick Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. Now, it's funny because I picked a kid's movie for one of my Rad 9s. And I remember the first time I saw Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, I was over like one of my aunt's house, and we were in like her attic, and we had the lights turned off. And I just remember the first time I saw this, it was obviously either I watched it on VHS tape or watching it on Cartoon Network, either one of those two things. And for one, I loved the movie, but I just loved how eerie and creepy that this movie was. I kind of wish that with the live action movie, they kind of would have went in this direction, because just the idea of Scooby-Doo going on an island that actually is haunted and actually has to deal with actual real life monsters was awesome. Like I said, I love the animation. I just love the story. I love all the voice acting. And like I said, I remember the first time I saw it, and it really still touched me to this day. I recently watched it, and I was just enthralled by how this movie still holds up. If you guys have not seen Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, definitely check it out. It's a really good Scooby-Doo movie. And yeah, so this comes up as one of my Rad 9. Next, we got 13 Ghosts. Now, like I said, I know some people don't like this movie. I really actually love this movie. I love the artwork that Scream Factory did for this release. And I do like this release. It's a very good release from Scream Factory. But like I said, this is another one. I still remember the first time I saw this movie. It was a late night on HBO. And this movie freaked me out. I swear to God, just the ghost designs were just insane to me. Like the jackal, the one that has the nails coming out of his body, like the pilgrimess, the one that got like she's like stuck in like a little board. Oh my God, this movie just freaked me out. Obviously Matthew Lillard is probably the best part of this movie, but just the story behind the ghost and what they represent in the movie, it's awesome. Like if you guys have not checked out 13 Ghosts, it probably doesn't hold up for certain people, but for me, I get a kick out of this movie. I love it. I watch it every Halloween for sure. And yeah, so it's on my Rad 9. All right, next we got A Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, another typical. Oh my God, he has A Nightmare on Elm Street on the list. That movie was really scary. Now, I saw this when I was like 8 years old. I saw it when I was like really young. I either 8 or 9 or something like that, around that region. And yes, this movie did scare the hell out of me. It scared me to death. Because I remember being in school and kids talking about Freddy Krueger. I thought he was like a myth or something. I didn't know it was an actual movie based off the character. And I remember when I watched it, I was like, oh my God, this is insane. I love that they kept them in the shadows, the music, the way it's shot, the way he's like, obviously the way he's tucked in the shadows is the best way. If they do remake Nightmare, I think they should just go with that design. Don't make Freddy like a straight in your face character. Keep him in the shadows and just do it like in that aspect. But yeah, it's like I said, I still remember the first time I saw this movie. I was like over one of my mom's friend's house, and it was just, I think it was funny, she had the DVD with the clamshell DVD. I think it didn't have this artwork. It had the red artwork. But yeah, like I said, like it freaked me out. But obviously over the time, I began to love the movies, and this movie doesn't scare me that much now. But like I said, when I first saw it, it scared the hell out of me. It really did. But yeah, so Nightmare on Elm Street is on my Rad 9. Next we got Halloween H2O. Of course I had to put this on the list because I love telling the story about when I first saw this movie. Like I said, Uncle CJ, if you're watching it, I have to shout you out again, because for one, he's one of the reasons why I got into horror movies. But so the story goes, if you guys are new to my channel, I've told the story numbers of times of the videos, but the story is, when we were supposed to go to the movies. It was me, I think my little brother, my twin was there too. We were supposed to go see Small Soldiers that time, because Small Soldiers came out in 90. I think it came out obviously around the same time this came out, and we were supposed to go see that. That's what he told my mom he was going to take us to go see. But I guess in his mind he said, no, F that, I'm going to take them. I want to go see the newest Halloween movie, because he loves horror movies too. And he's like, no, we're gonna go see that instead. I don't think we actually knew we were going to see it, but we did. And this movie freaked me out. Oh my God. Just seeing the image of the white mask, you know, all that stuff. I remember it vividly, sitting in the theater and being just freaked out, just scared. And after that, my uncle terrorized me for the next year or so with, you know, Halloween masks and stuff like that. But over time, I think for him, it made me love horror movies at the time. It made me love scary movies. It obviously made me love Michael Myers, because if you guys didn't know, Halloween is my favorite horror movie of all time. And so yeah, for him, I have to thank him, because I love scary movies because of him. But yeah, I had to put this on my RAD 9 just for that story alone, because like this is one of my earliest memories of me watching scary movies. So yeah, Halloween H2O is on my RAD 9. Next we got Candyman. Yes, I had to put Candyman on the list. I recently watched it, and oh my goodness, I still remember the first time I saw this movie. The image of the main actress laying in a pool of blood with the dog's head, just that image will stay in my brain. I still remember the first time I saw that image. Oh my God. And seeing Tony Todd with all the beads around his face when he's like, you know, talking to the main actress. Oh my God, stuff like that will never leave your body. Also, there's another image of a kid telling a story about a kid who got mutilated in a bathroom. That stuff like that just will never leave your brain. I still remember the first time I saw it, I was just freaked out by that. And just, I love this movie. I need to review this movie. This movie is fantastic. I don't care what nobody say. This movie is better than the prequel and then the requel. I'm sorry. But I believe this movie is better than that movie. Just the music, the tone, the characters, the acting. It's great. It's great. I don't care what nobody say. But so I had to put this on my RAD 9 just because I love this movie. Yes, I still have the Blu-ray. I didn't upgrade to the 4K because I think the Blu-ray is just fine. So yeah, Candyman is on my RAD 9. Next, we got another typical one, and that is Scream. Yes, had to put Scream on the list because I still remember when I first saw this movie, the ghost face mask. Another one that my Uncle CJ terrorized me with was just, it freaked me out. It terrified me seeing this image of the ghost face mask. I said, I remember watching it with my mom, like just that opening sequence where Drew Barrymore gets murdered. Spoiler alert if you guys have not seen Scream, but that opening scene, it's just, it's amazing. It's fantastic. The tension, the music, the acting, just the build up to the ending when you finally see her body just hanging from that tree. Yes, that's bruh. It will be monumented in horror history for sure. And of course, another one by Wes Craven. Of course, I had Nightmare on Elm Street earlier, and I definitely had to put this on my RAD 9 for sure. Next, we got some newer. Cause I just thought about most of that. It's got pretty older horror. It got some, you know, got to bring some 2000s, early 2010s horror in here. And I got Insidious. Now, this movie is pretty funny because I still remember the first time I saw this movie. I took a girl out on a date to see this movie, and starting obviously with the opening credits, with the way the music just blares onto the screen. Man, I will never forget this theater experience. I think me and her were jumping out of our seats at certain points. Just the tone, like I said, the music, the eeriness, of course, the scene with the red-faced demon. I think I've seen it in a trailer, but I think when I first saw this movie, I think I didn't see that much from the trailer. I do remember the image, but I think I blocked it out when I saw it. So, of course, that scene did freak me out when I first saw it. And, yeah, like I said, I love this movie. It's another one that I do recommend people watching. Of course, the series goes in its own direction, but this movie right here, yeah, and the way it ends, oh man, that ending, bro. Like I said, I'm not gonna spoil it if you guys have not seen it, but the way it ends, yeah, that freaked me out too. I'm not even gonna lie, I jumped out of my seat in that moment. But yeah, I really do highly recommend watching this, and of course, Insidious had to end up on my RAD 9. Next, we're coming down to the final two, and of course, it's another James Wan movie, and that is The Conjuring. Yes, The Conjuring to me obviously this is the best one in the entire Conjuring universe. They have not gotten better than this movie. Like I said, I still remember the first time I saw this. I didn't see it in the theater. I was watching it in my apartment at the time, and I was by myself, like literally with no lights on. And for a moment, like I said, I was in my apartment by myself, and I had to turn the light on. I had to turn the kitchen light. Like, nope, I'm not doing this. Let me turn the light on because I feel uncomfortable watching this movie by myself. And this is another one where I feel like the tone and the suspense and the tension really makes this movie scary. There's a scene where obviously the two daughters are in the room and she's like pointing at the corner. You can't see the person she's pointing at. It's just nothing but pure darkness. But the way the actress sells that scene, that someone is truly there, it's monumental. It's great. I don't care what nobody say. This is the best one. Of course, the clap scene is great. And the actress right here, I think she is phenomenal. How she plays the mom in this movie, she's great. So yeah, of course, had to put The Conjuring on my RAD 9. And we're down to my final one. And of course, you guys already know I said it earlier. I had to put my favorite horror movie of all time. You guys most likely knew I was going to put this in my RAD 9. Of course, that is Halloween, man. Yes, John Carpenter's Halloween. I had to put this on my RAD 9. Like I said, this is another one where I remember the first time I saw it, the music, the Michael Myers in general. Like, this is another one that stuck with me because this can actually happen. He wasn't like a person being brought back from the dead. He was like a regular person out here murdering these people, and that stuck with me. And like I said, I just love the way this movie is shot. I love the acting is, you know what it is, but the music, the idea of the shape, Donald Pleasance as Dr. Loomis, bro. Like, yeah, to me, this is my favorite horror movie of all time. So of course I had to put it on there. So yeah, Halloween definitely had to be on my RAD 9. And that does it, you guys. That is my RAD 9 movies that scared me. I definitely have to do this physical media challenge because I enjoy doing them. Shout out to the Born to Be Rad YouTube channel. Shout out to the Rad Pack podcast. If you guys are not subscribed to them, definitely check them out. They are awesome. Shout out to My Killer Podcast. Shout out to you, man. My girl Mel. Shout out to you. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are new to my channel, please hit that like button. Please subscribe for more. And I'm out on this one, you guys. Peace out.